Hey y'all, this is Eclivonian Empire 355, and I'm here with a Bionicle MOC review. Now, this is a revamp of Vorzok, and yeah. Now, the reason I did this is because I am working on a stop-motion series. Not Matoran Fight, a separate thing that's like supposed to go into the storyline. And this is not like a reference like in my other videos where I said, oh, I might be making a stop motion series, I'm trying to get that worked out. No, I am seriously working on it. I have footage. I just need to get everything worked out and, that kind of thing. Don't ask me how long it's going to take. I really don't know. I should be getting out of school any week now, so yeah, that's good. But anyway, let's get on to the review. So, if look at the legs, there's really nothing much here, but y'all might notice these Unica shoulder plates on the back of the legs. Now, I actually got that design from Callan LOF his self-mock, Callan Mortifier, but and I saw those on the back of his self-mock's legs, except they're gold. But I just thought the idea was pretty cool of putting them back there because they look good. I think they look good. I didn't use this leg design, but I just kept that little bit in mind. So yeah, going up, then you have the Coma armor pieces for the legs. Really not much for the upper legs. You get the chest, and the arms I really like because if you notice, I actually use Hero Factory joints there, on the very inside. Now, this is the first time that I have ever used Hero Factory pieces of any kind in a Bionicle MOC. And this might not sound that great to some of you, but this is a big step for me because I don't usually do that kind of thing. I kept them separate. I have my Hero Factory pieces in one bin. I never laid a finger on them. Hero Factory, CCBS, whatever you want to call it. Never use them once. But now that I've been mixing them in due to organization, I've actually found some really cool uses for them. Now I know why all my friends did this, because it works great. So then we have the head, which in case you didn't know, that is a Rahaga Norik head. So some of you guys might be wondering why I did this. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm making a stop motion series. So if I'm going to have fight scenes, I kind of need somebody that's not that big. There is a substantial difference. It doesn't look like much, but it's at least a good 2 inches. At least. And putting that next to our main hero. Put it there. Yeah, see, he's already, falling over. That's another problem. So, yeah, you can see that Vorgus goes up to his elbow. That's a bit of a problem because somebody this big would have trouble fighting somebody this small, and somebody this small would have trouble fighting somebody this big. So, if you just put them together like that, that's not that big of a problem. So, yeah. But also, I wanted to do this because there was a number of problems with the other, the Titan version of Vorzok, you could say. First of all, limbs are always, quote-unquote, caving in on themselves. Like, for instance, if you want them standing on one leg, the leg would just fold. It would just fold and the guy would fall over. Balance is another problem because big MOCs are heavy MOCs. And heavy MOCs are really, really, really hard to stand up on one limb. Let alone 2 limbs, that's hard enough. So, yeah, this is more practical, it works better. I like the way it looks, red and black. Wow, such an original color scheme. Yeah, I know. But it works, it looks cool, so, yeah, I'm sticking with that. Also, the weapons were a problem with the other Vorzok because I couldn't find a sword. Like, there's just no way to make a freaking sword for somebody who's that big. So I made a war axe, and that ended up being really big and really hefty. So whenever the guy holds it up, its arm just sags. Arm just flops, and then the MOC falls over, and it's just a big hassle that I really don't want to deal with. And you know, it's hard to just do basic things with something that freaking big. So yeah. Now I downsized the axe a bit. It used to have like a bunch of other crap going up to about there, but yeah, I made it smaller. It looks cool. I mean, I like the way it looks. It's pretty practical. And also, it's funny because I got that piece, the Pahachu kicker boot, whatever the heck you want to call it. I only have one of those. One, because I got it in you know, them eBay offers where it's like, get a lot of Bionicle pieces unassorted. So I'm just like, well, it's a good price for lots of parts, so, you know, get it. And then it's got a bunch of great stuff. That's actually where I got the majority of my Bionicle collection. But anyway, it only came with one kicker. That's the only one I have. I don't have any tan kickers. I just have that silver one. Just one. So, yeah. That's all for this MOC. I hope you guys enjoy all the other stuff I have to say. By the way, if y'all didn't read my comment on my last video, because for some reason the channel screwed up and I can't get to my discussion. It does that sometimes. Anyway, I have an account or page or whatever you want to call it on Custom Bionicle Wiki. Yay! So that way I can write all the cool backstories for all these guys that you guys would have never heard about if I didn't do that. So yeah. Anyway, this is Eclivonian World 355, and sign out.